Big news! We have new insights into the best way to grow on TikTok, and they're backed by a ton of good data. Social media reporting platform Metricool has just analysed almost 50,000 TikTok accounts and nearly 2 million videos to tell us what's working best in 2023. In this video, I've distilled their findings into just the most helpful and actionable insights to help save you some time, because I know your time is precious, but a link to the full study is linked in the description box below. I'm Andy, and I've been working with digital marketing, especially social media marketing and technology, for over 13 years, working in direct contact with teams at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and TikTok. I've worked my whole adult life in digital marketing, helping big brand names stay ahead of their competition online by staying close to all the latest innovations in social media. I now help other people like you grow their businesses and personal social media presences online. And I post weekly about marketing and social media, so hit subscribe to stay up to date. Your support really helps me grow this channel and make more helpful social media and marketing content. To understand this study better, you should first understand a little bit about who Metricool are. They're the people that put this study together. Metricool is one of the best social media management tools of the present day, and no, this video is not sponsored, I just love to use it. Its platform allows you to track the results of all your social media channels in one cohesive dashboard. There's a free plan for personal users that allows one full set of social media accounts to be added for cross-channel reporting. My personal favourite part is that with Metricool you can easily measure how repurposed content that you post across all channels is working on each one, and which channel is working best for you. You can also connect your Facebook ads, Google ads, and TikTok ads, and there are additional tools for tracking certain hashtags if you have a special event, and very helpfully, scheduling content. That is a huge time saver in this present day of social media fragmentation, where it's almost impossible to keep up with posting on every single social media channel at the same time. Again, this video is not sponsored, but I do highly recommend Metricool for tracking all your social media channels in one place. There's a link to it in the description box below, so go and check it out. So, about the study. Now you know a little bit about Metricool, you can understand that this kind of platform works to help thousands of businesses and creators. So the Metricool TikTok study reviewed over 30,000 personal accounts and almost 18,000 business accounts to get their findings. Metricool grouped the accounts from tiny to huge based on the number of followers and the views of their content. They then reported on the engagement, the views, the post frequency, and much more, and looked at how it varies for each type of account and what works best. Sounds interesting, right? Here are my top 5 most useful takeaways from this Metricool study of TikTok. Number 1, let's compare followers to engagement rate. While it's quite known that on a lot of social media platforms, particularly Instagram, more followers means a reduced engagement rate. On TikTok, we see the opposite. Data from Metricool shows that the bigger the account, the higher the engagement rate per video, climbing from 4.7% for small accounts to 7.5% for the biggest accounts that Metricool called huge. The outlier is the tiniest of accounts. The tiny account category is any account with less than 100 followers. We have to note that those tiny accounts, according to Metricool, with less than 100 followers are normally going to be personal accounts. They're going to be very new accounts or personal accounts where the people following are that person's closest friends. So, have you ever looked at a big TikTok account and wondered how they sustain the conversation with so many people to communicate with? Well, apparently it gets easier as you grow because the audience helps you along the way. The bottom line, more followers equals more engagement. So number 2, let's compare video length with views. It's pretty clear that with the introduction of 10-minute maximum length videos in 2022 that TikTok is hot on the heels of YouTube to become a new hub for long-form video content. It's been very intriguing to watch TikTok's maximum video length creep gradually up from 60 seconds to then 3 minutes in 2021, 10 minutes in 2022, and what's next? Half-an-hour videos? A Netflix special of 1 hour long? Who knows? So do longer videos help your account? Metricool grouped accounts into categories of 0 to 9 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds, and so on, up to 54 seconds plus, which is the highest category. Their finding was that, as you can see, the longer the video, the more views. This says a lot about TikTok's direction to become a stronger competitor for YouTube, and maybe their video length is going to get even longer in the future. Let's wait and see. I certainly would not be surprised if that happened. The bottom line, longer videos, more views. So views are great, but let's compare video length with engagement, because you can't get anywhere on social media without starting a conversation. We see that on TikTok, the longer the video, the higher the engagement rate. Are you noticing a pattern here? Perhaps that's because there's more to see, better opportunity for storytelling, or simply a higher chance for those hyper-engaging random moments that we call Easter eggs. You've got to love it when you're deeply immersed in a long, relaxing video and then something wild suddenly happens in the background. Or perhaps it's just because people are spending time digging through the comments looking for a great conversation. What do you think? The slight exception to the rule is videos under 9 seconds, which perform just slightly better than videos 10 to 15 seconds long, which was the worst category. And that's almost certainly because of the number of trends that we see that are so short, less than 9 seconds long. And that gives a real opportunity for hard-hitting Vine-style content that gets a reaction quickly, often a laugh, and then it ends before you know it. What else do you think could cause it? Next up is post frequency, and I see so many people obsessing about posting every single day on TikTok. It's quite a common mantra to say that you need to post every single day to be successful on the platform, but let's compare frequency to engagement rate. In this recent study, Metricool stated a standard TikTok posting frequency of 3 videos per week. So for the purpose of this graph, anything high is above that and anything low is below 3. They showed that higher posting frequency has a slightly higher engagement rate per video, but it really doesn't make that much difference. I would be very intrigued because this doesn't take into account the cumulative engagement rate and reach of an account when posting more frequently, which I would be very interested to see. The reason I say it would be interesting to see the cumulative effect is because sure, maybe your engagement rate per post doesn't increase that much, but if you're posting more frequently, my expectation is you would get more reach and therefore a higher number of people engaging overall. But Metricool doesn't really give us that data. But at least we know that taking a few days off between posting won't ruin your engagement rate for your next post. Key takeaway, higher posting frequency equals slightly higher engagement, but it really doesn't make a lot of difference. Last up, and maybe one of the most popular questions of all time in TikTok advice channels, is the best time to post. The search for the best time to post on TikTok seems to be never ending because frankly TikTok just doesn't release that kind of data. And to be honest, nobody else's data has ever really shown that time of day makes a big difference anyway. In all the years I've worked in marketing, I've seen so many social media cheat sheets claiming to show the best time to post on each platform. But with TikTok, it's really never made a difference for me or any of my clients. So when is the best time to post? Spoiler alert, we still don't really know the answer. There is no silver bullet that works for everyone. But here is what we know. So because TikTok doesn't really share this kind of data, and you can't see engagement by hour on a big data scale, Metricool's 2023 analysis was based purely off when most followers are online, and that is in the evening, with the peak time being spread between 5 and 9 once most of the world has come home from school, work, or whatever they've been doing during daylight hours. There is nuance to this with different variations, and that is plotted by Metricool on 3 lines, one for Mondays to Fridays, one for Saturdays, and one for Sundays. But that's a big topic, so I'm going to cover that in another video. You will find it on my channel. There is a bunch more information in the study, but those are my top 5 key takeaways that I really think are the top priorities that can immediately make a difference for both businesses and individuals trying to grow on TikTok. The study is quite long. There's a lot of information that doesn't necessarily help. It's more observations rather than action points, but I do recommend reading it. So there's a link in the description box below if you want to read through the whole study. as well as the link to the study, I have also put a link to try out Metricool's services. You can do that for free. And again, not sponsored, but I just really recommend their platform. And if you have multiple social media channels, it's really worth checking out to see if it can save you some time. For more TikTok data, social media news, and marketing tech innovation, check out these other videos I've made. I've got videos about different ways to optimize your TikTok growth, how to streamline your content creation to save time and get more views, and I release new videos every week. So for all the latest in social media marketing, make sure you hit subscribe. Will this change your TikTok posting strategy? Let me know in the comments, and I would love to know what questions you'd like to have answered in future videos. But for now, remember, keep creating and keep innovating.